Waneke lapho-ke eselimali bonke semkhiphile isiqala semchokele esibili esemhlaba ngobhongwane ukuthi akafe nje kuphele ngaye. Qha kumakhaya wami uthi ubaba uJaca wathi ngithushi ukuze asuke kubongeka abaleke.
The woman in the video is Ntombizodwa Nxele, and like many African mothers, she has the rule for her daughters that no boyfriend must visit her home for any reason. Those are privileges reserved by her husband or a man with an intention to marry her daughter. But on April 16, at night, a man knocks at her home. He says his name is Zenzele. Zenzele is Ntombizodwa's brother's name. So she thinks that is her brother, and she tells her daughters to open the door and let him in. Only this Zenzele is not her brother. It's a stranger to her. She learns right there and then that this Zenzele is her daughter Bongeka's ex-boyfriend. But it's at night. He is not supposed to even enter their home. His demeanor is also disrespectful. He asks to see Bongeka. Bongeka says no. Ntombizodwa also says no. Zenzele then allegedly proceeds to grab Bongeka. He assaults her. Her mother Ntombizodwa tries to intervene. He assaults her too. He then takes out a screwdriver and gouges Bongeka's eyes. He gouges both eyes and then tries to remove them completely. By the time he was done, Bongeka was blind on both eyes. He was arrested, and when he appeared in court, Zenzele, who was unemployed at the time, told the court that he should be released on bail because he wants to go back home and apply for a job so that he can take care of his 5 children. This is the heartbreaking story of Bongeka Nxele. Welcome back to True Crime with myself, Julia. On this channel, we tell true crime stories that have shocked South Africa. And this is one of those cases. It was requested by one of us here, Shirin Hlalele 5073. Thank you so much for turning our attention to Bongeka's case. It broke in April, and as it stands, everything in the story is based on allegations. So do your own research as well, and let us talk about the case in the comments and keep Bongeka's story in the discourse. Let us get into it.
Waneke lapho-ke eselimali bonke semkhiphile isiqala semchokele esibili esemhlaba ngobhongwane ukuthi akafe nje kuphele ngaye. Qha kumakhaya wami uthi ubaba uJaca wathi ngithushi ukuze asuke kubongeka abaleke. Oke manje ubongeka bese libele nje uthi ngoFebruary Valentine. Bongeka wakuhamba waye eThekwini, umfana bese eThekwini. Uthi mayefika khona eThekwini, afika mhlaba ngobhongwane funa khona. Athatha umcamela ambhalele ukuthi nje angaphefumuli. Ebekumbethe eduze kwakhe. Wabula nefoni yabo nge. Bonga wabuye ngesenefoni ngayolanga. Shuthi-ke ubevele umthoke ehlukumeza. Mase kuyibonga lapho sesiyamala-ke phela sebocha lo muntu akekho right uthi uzomkhipha amehlo.
Richmond, a small town in KwaZulu-Natal, should be a place of safety. But for Bongeka, the safety she deserved was stolen in a single horrific incident in the hands of a man who could not accept rejection. Bongeka is 26 years old. She is a student in her final year of university studies, and her friends describe her as kind. They say she is intelligent and full of life. Her family knows her for her laughter. They say she has big dreams, and she's also known for her gentle nature. Bongeka met Zenzele about 8 months before the incident, so they started dating in August of 2024. Zenzele is 36 years old, and he is said to be a father of 5 children. At the time of the incident, he was unemployed. The couple dated for a while, and everything seemed to be going well, but it turns out that there was elements of abuse in the relationship. In one of the incidents that happened while the couple was in Durban, Zenzele allegedly assaulted Bongeka. He strangled her and allegedly pointed her with a knife and told her that if she dare tries to leave him, he would use that knife to take her eyes out. Bongeka was frightened by this incident, and she did indeed leave him. But he didn't take that very well. On April 16, it is night time in the Nxele household. The family is preparing to go to bed when suddenly there is a knock on the door. At first, Bongeka's 62-year-old mother Ntombizodwa is reluctant to open the door. She asks who is it. The man on the other side says it's Zenzele. Ntombizodwa's brother's name is also Zenzele, so she thinks it's her brother. She tells the children to go open the door. But when they open, the man who enters is a stranger to Ntombizodwa. He asks to see Bongeka. Ntombizodwa refuses. Then Zenzele allegedly proceeds to grab Bongeka and assault her. Ntombizodwa tries to help her daughter. Zenzele then assaults her too, punching her in the eye. Zenzele then grabs a screwdriver and attacks Bongeka with it. He allegedly stabs her in the eyes. He removes her one eye and then proceeds to try and remove the other eye. While he was attacking her, the family rushes to get help. A neighbor then rushes into their home while Zenzele is busy trying to remove Bongeka's other eye. He is then stopped and apprehended by community members.
eThekwini alomfana mengifika eThekwini umfana wafika wangihlaba ngobhongwane nakhona wabuye Bongeka engena phone uthi wembekela umqaboko emkhombisa umbetho ngoFebruary uyabuye Bongeka kumfana usiyamala ngoba ebona into eyenzile kuyena eseThekwini naye efuna ukumbulala nakhona eThekwini mase emala kumfana Bongeka kusethi ndokukhipha amehlo lokho agcina ngakwenza ke kwenzele endlini yami engene enkwama ntongihlasela kwami umfana uvele wamnyeka bonke kumfana athi umfana kathi ungiyeke mina ngizokhipha amehlo wakwenza ke lokho ke mfana.
Bongeka was rushed to hospital and she was treated at the Hirigwala District Hospital in Pietermaritzburg. Zenzele was arrested and charged with assault, attempted murder, and grievous bodily harm. He appeared at the Richmond Magistrate Court and told the court that they should release him on bail because he's a father of 5 and his children need him. He says that besides not being employed when the incident happened, he now needs to find a job and support his children, which is why they should give him bail. His bail application was denied.
This court is not convinced by the applicants that the applicant has made out a case for his reason bail. As indicated, his reason to be admitted to bail is that he wants to look for permanent employment. And currently there is no actual prejudice that will visit the applicant if he were to be detained in custody until his matter is finalized. On the other hand, the safety of the complainant or witnesses is not guaranteed. Given the evidence before court, this court is convinced that there is a strong case against the complainant. Given the totality of evidence before court, this court is not convinced that the applicant is a suitable candidate to be admitted to bail, therefore bail is refused.
While the court proceedings continue, the public outcry has been intense. Social media erupted with messages of solidarity for Bongeka and her family. Many have demanded that this attack be treated as a national emergency, highlighting the broader crisis of gender-based violence in South Africa. The Minister of the Police, Senzo, Mchunu, reiterated that this shows the seriousness of gender-based violence in South Africa.
Almost every member of the public is up in arms throughout the Republic of South Africa, GPV, NF. On the 16th of this month, a young man went into Nxele homestead where he had an altercation with someone who was his girlfriend. And in the process, when the mother intervened, he attacked the mother viciously.
The emotional toll on the family is profound. Friends and relatives speak of sleepless nights, constant worry, and the heavy burden of living with trauma.
Ungcono mengaphakathi ngoba nami ngiyasapha niphuma ngaphandle nami ngisabela impilo yami nezingane zami ngidlala nazo ngihlala ingane encane ezingaka engihlala zabazukulu bami ngiyasaba ngisaphumela ngaphandle mina nami ngiphephile.
This case is not just one woman. It is about a family's shattered sense of safety and the fear that lingers in the community. However, through the trauma, Bongeka has shown remarkable courage. Despite losing her sight and facing immense physical and emotional pain, she continues to advocate for herself and for others. She is recovering well at home, and the doctor said she will never get her eyesight on the one eye. She will recover partial eyesight on the other eye. Bongeka's story reminds us that victims of gender-based violence are not defined by what has been taken from them. They are defined by their resilience, courage, and refusal to be silenced. Her family continues to support her, sharing her story to ensure others do not suffer in silence. Every petition signed, every social media post shared, every message of solidarity is a step towards justice. Thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on this story? Why do you think suspects always find a need to fight so much for bail, even when they are accused of such serious cases? Please let me know what your thoughts are in this case. And remember to always stay safe. I will see you on the next one.